Hi, everyone. I'm Janine McGuire.
And I'm Arri, Lawton, Simon.
Together, we're
McGuire and
Simon. And thanks for joining us for this Third Thursdays. Today is Thursday, July 15th, 2021. And today, actually, we are devoting our monthly episode to talk to you about the BMI Lehman Engel Musical Theater Workshop, a workshop which we owe quite a lot to, and want to tell you about how you can be a part of.
Absolutely. We often say that there's to each other, when times get rough in life or whatever, that there's no McGuire and Simon without McGuire and Simon. So we have to, be strong for each other and for the team. And I'd say that there would be no McGuire and Simon without the BMI workshop, because that is where we met. And we're so grateful for that every day for the workshop as a whole and what it means and how it functions in the industry, and its dedication to and passion to teaching and sustaining the lessons of craft of those that have come before us, but also just as a place to meet your tribe, which definitely Janine and I both did in the workshop, not the least of which was to meet each other, and now to have been working happily together for over 8 years officially.
Yes. Over 8 years. It'll be 9 in the fall, actually. So
wow.
Wild, I know. And we actually recently did a video that will appear, if it's not already up, it will appear imminently on the BMI website about how to apply and some tips and pointers about putting together your application if you're a writer who might be interested in joining the workshop. But we also just thought we would just chat with you informally now about our experiences and why it's been so wonderful, and just show you a little sneak peek into the room and the kinds of things that we've worked on there.
Yeah. So what is the workshop and why should you do it? Why might it be a fit for you? And I think at its core, it's an educational opportunity that is one that is of an ilk that doesn't exist very often, especially in the arts world in the US, because it is completely funded by BMI. So it is free to the participants, which makes accessibility just in a different category, right? To have such specialized training for no cost to you, but a multitude of benefits. And the training is centered around writing musical theater. So one of the distinctly American art forms that we can claim as being born here, but what is the American book musical historically, and what can it be? How has it changed? And how are all of the new voices of writers and creators coming together in that room to help further the advancement of this art form that is so American and therefore can be so many things. And I think it's a great place to start that training at a fundamental level.
That's incredibly well put. I love that description, and also on just on a logistical level, what the first 2 years of the workshop consist of weekly meetings in New York, the first year of which composers and lyricists are paired up together to work on a series of assignments throughout the year. And as some of you who've been following us know, Arri and I were actually paired up by luck or by fate, or we don't know why, on the first
some weird algorithm.
Yeah, some weird algorithm. For the first assignment, and then decided to work together going forward. But that first year, we each got to collaborate with a whole variety of other writers, which was really cool. And we both had really good experiences. We had a really strong year. This is back in 2012, and we both learned a lot from working with other people. I mean, we each had like a lot of just different kinds of assignments that also, I'll say that things that I never would have considered writing about. Just if I were just picking a topic of my own. And for me, I'll say that really stretched me. I think that, I always say that BMI helped me become a better writer, but I was actually just reflecting on that for this video and thinking about, well, what do I mean by better writer? I think I've been able to become a much more versatile writer and dive into all kinds of topics, all kinds of, subject matters and styles in a way with enthusiasm in a way that I never had before. So that's one part of the workshop that I felt like was really cool, like the chance to write in a lot of different styles on a lot of different topics.
Yeah, well, and I think what that speaks to, just jumping and piggybacking on that, is something I always say, which is that musical theater is a medium, not a genre, right? It's a method of storytelling. And I think what's cool about the assignment structure, you might think, oh, like I'm not a school person, or I don't want to have assignments. I don't want to be tasked with something. But like Stravinsky said about constraint being kind of the mother of creativity, essentially, I'm paraphrasing, is that the fact that we all in these different collaborations, every assignment, were tasked with adapting this similar or the same material or moment. It wasn't about competing and seeing who can do it better. It was seeing all of the valid and rich and valuable ways that people can interpret the same story, and how it's not about the voice, because the voice is yours, and that's why we want you to be a part of the workshop. But it's about the quality of your storytelling and really learning to use that voice to be distinctive and clear and dramatic. And so for that reason, I Janine and I also we're both kind of like, nerdy student, like we love homework type people, like give us rules, give us an assignment. But even if you don't, I think there can be a lot of beauty in taking that focus 2 years to really dig into your entire toolbox and see where you have strengths, where you have things to learn, and where you have something special to give, as we all do.
Yes. And I want to touch on something you said a few minutes ago too, about, finding our community there. That's also another huge benefit of doing the workshop. One I can't even like really put accurate words to, because it's been such a profound change for me, to not have just like even just one or two friends in life who write musicals, which that is a gift, but to have like dozens of people, just an email away or just a coffee date away, to nerd out about all this stuff, to just have like a sounding board, to have amazing feedback on just high level, thoughtful feedback on stuff that you might be working on, to have support. I mean, for me, that just kind of that changed my whole world almost 9 years ago to have that. I just smile as I'm thinking about it right now, just because it's been, invaluable in my life.
Well, and I think because of that, the immense value which makes something invaluable, right? Like the experience of BMI. I think because of that, we're all, the community extends far beyond the classroom, and I think that's the other beautiful thing about being BMI, is that like if you're admitted to the workshop, even if you pass through the first 2 years and then you don't move on into the extended, like advanced workshop, you're still part of the BMI family, and there's still this amazing web and this expansive community that circles the globe multiple times over and goes from the amateur, which I love to remind people means a lover of, which is a beautiful thing, to Kristen and Bobby Lopez, writing the songs for Frozen, and being EGOTs, and we all still get to commune with each other, in various events and in the digital realm. And when you run into somebody at a show, or, walking the streets of New York or anywhere in the globe where you have this connection to BMI. And so I think it's a lifelong benefit for just a shot in the dark if you might be interested.
And so, as I mentioned before, we put together a little video that gets into some of the nuts and bolts about sending in an application, if you're interested in doing so. The deadline is August 1st this year. So you have a few weeks to put together your application. And I'll also say, 2 weeks. Our DMs are open, comment to us, we're absolutely, willing to answer any questions that you may have about the experience, about the application, about if it's a good fit for you, et cetera. We're just, we love to talk about it. And you can just reach out in any of the ways that you can reach us, which is basically McGuire and Simon anywhere, or reach out to us personally.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any more in-depth questions about the BMI or the workshop, or any administrative structures, or if you have concerns about diversity, or any of like the DEI principles that are so fantastically visible and being spoken about right now, you can absolutely talk to us about those. Janine and I are representative of different marginalized groups, and I personally am newly on the steering committee for BMI, which is essentially just the kind of governing body that answers questions and does that. And it's a beautifully diverse group of people of all sexual and gender expressions and races and ethnicity identities as well. And BMI is very highly committed to diversifying the landscape of a field that has honestly been traditionally skewed. And Janine and I are examples of the types of people that are in the workshop, and we just want to make sure that everybody knows that no matter what your background, you are welcome and encouraged to apply and be a part. We want your voice, and we want you to be a part of the conversation and of advancing this beautifully American and therefore diverse art form.
Absolutely. So yes, please, if you are interested in applying, check out the BMI website or social media channels. We'll put all those in our comments, or where we can click on them and follow BMI on Instagram, Twitter, etc. For those kinds of updates. And additionally, I guess we'll close by showing just a little peek into some of our work that we have done in the BMI room, just snippets from a few of our different pieces, and just
McGuire and Simon montage.
Little montage. And so we'll close with that. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
As long as he says hey, then I'll say in front of that TV. We're on our way to all the light. I know tonight is gonna be the best night ever. Wait and see. I'm so excited to be me. It's gonna be the best night ever, the best night of my life.
Clean it up. When there is trouble lurking, you clean it up. Replace what isn't working, you catch it and patch it before it can spread. Can't wait too long to clean it up. Clean it up. Reverse the situation, we'll clean it up. A total restoration, our town will go downhill if we don't act now. So who's on board to clean it up?
Even me like it's gone. I'll be such an at the front. All across the USA, life moves faster every day. We're running express toward a modern nation, and the train has left the station.
If I don't let it show, no one will know my new status quo. What am I doing? One more hour till I'm free. Stay calm, be charming. Flirting's nothing more than being friendly. There is nothing to it. If I stand here like this and smile like this, then no one will think to look past the veneer. But oh my god, what the fuck? Wait, shit, what am I doing